Hey, and welcome. Uh, this is Chububba, and welcome to my base here on the island. I just got here from Scorched Earth because I needed to pick up a few things and craft a few things and then bring it back with me. And I thought I would give you a tour of my base here on the island. Um, and it's great to be back on the island. And we'll use this as a pointer because it makes a great pointer. So when this started, because this base evolved from basically a rectangle, and which is, you know, my fancy base. It was just a rectangle, had a simple door over there. There's a couple doors around here, and it probably ended. Oh, it did end right there. So this was the end of the building right here, and it was just a rectangle that way. It did have the second floor. I built two floors on it. Um, but as I grew and had more dinos and needed more resources and things like that, I ended up knocking out this wall and installing this Dinosaur Gate so I could get the dinos in and unload their resources, specifically metal, into these furnaces and get them back out because it was too much trouble to sit outside the door and run in and out, in and out, in and out 1,000 times. But that also meant that I had to come in here and rip out a big chunk of this floor because this floor that I'm on right now extended all the way over here to that wall. So I had to rip all this out to make room for the dinos so they wouldn't get stuck because they would get stuck in the ceiling. But this is the second floor of the base, and these wooden storage boxes, those are all full of the different kinds of armor that I have, and trophies are in here, that I've gotten from beating various um, dinosaurs or creatures or things. Weapons, I had so many weapons that uh, I just replaced all the wooden storage boxes with this metal vault because it holds a whole lot and it's not even a third of the way full. Um, and then he's like, well, why isn't there a railing here? That's so I can get down here on the first floor real easy without taking the stairs because you don't take any damage from a fall like that because it's pretty short. And again, like I said, as I grew, I added things, like the power generator, which just stays on all the time, fabricator. I added this little section here, which has some more equipment in it. And then later I added, I think this is probably the last part I added, was this large area here with dino gates on both sides. Again, so I could bring in the dinosaurs carrying the resources which I store in these vaults, like stone and stuff like that. Because the wood storage boxes just didn't hold enough anymore. Um, and there's exits out here. And there's Slimer. But anyway, let's run up here to the top, run up to the second floor, and run up to here to the third floor. Part of the original base, after the rectangle, I needed a greenhouse to grow vegetables and some fruit, although I really didn't need it for the fruit, but I did for vegetables and other crops. I did steal this design from somebody on YouTube. I wish I could remember who you were and give you credit, but I don't, and I apologize. But I thought it was a fantastic greenhouse design. I love the look of it, complete with running water, which is coming from the ocean, which you can't really see, but it's over there on the other side of that wall. And no, I planted some things that uh, I wish I hadn't have. Like I have too many citronal, which are like lemons. I have too many of those in there. But whatever. And then this is the trophy room. This was also another add-on late in the game. And so every time you beat one of the bosses, you get a trophy. So there's like the Broodmother trophy, and you get a flag, the Broodmother flag. The dragon, which was the hardest of the three bosses in here, with the trophies, the dragon, and their flags, and then the Gigantopithecus, which was King Kong in its flag. To me, those aren't nearly as cool as the artifacts. You needed these artifacts and lots of them to beat these bosses. and they're all kind of cool once you get them mounted because they glow. And at nighttime, this room becomes this really psychedelic disco room with all these purples and greens and blues and stuff going on. Once you beat the main boss in the game, the Overseer, you do get this nice little trophy, which is cool. And in fact, I've got so many of those because you get one every time that you die and respawn, or move from one arc to the next. Like I'm on Scorched Earth, so I'll get another one when I go back, and I'll just end up throwing that one on the ground. Way up here on the top floor was originally the landing pad where I was going to park all my flyers, which has worked pretty well, except I do have one flyer. It's a little bit big. He's way over there. You can't really see him. He won't fit up here. But there's the famous Airbus, still sporting some Valentine colors and some Valentine's boosting. And you can get to this from the indoors also. Let's take a quick look from the outside if I can. I'm wearing my tech armor so I can fly around without Airbus. So it doesn't look too bad from the outside, you know. There's that original rectangle that I expanded. There's that room I told you that I added on last that had the big metal vaults in it. So you can see the greenhouse and then the stairwell up to the landing pad. And then maybe we have time. Let me put that away. Let's see if we can check out the water base. Here's the water base. Again, I stole this design from somebody. No, I missed. And so I keep my water dinos in here. Oh wow, this game is seriously glitched because there's a fish still saying, "Hey, it's Valentine's event," and it's not Valentine's anymore. It's March. But anyway, so there's a big dino gate so I can get my my big fishies in and out. But this is a pretty cool looking base, and it's just appropriate that the sun goes down. You know, where is my base located? Right up here. There's the blue obelisk. There's the snow area, and there's my base. So maybe in another video, I'll show you guys all the dinos and their crazy names. But I really need to get back to Scorched Earth. And so I'm going to say adios, and thanks for watching.